Hi guys, Julia here from JM Squared Vintage. Welcome back to the channel. I'm here with a bins haul. This bins haul was a boho lover's absolute dream. I mean, the amount of free people I pulled, I cannot wait to show this to you. I think we have about 30 pieces this week. It's a little bit lighter. Life has been a little bit crazy here. I've been home visiting family on the East Coast. We've had family staying here with us. We had Halloween here, and we live in one of those neighborhoods that goes absolutely buck wild for Halloween. But if you are new here, first and foremost, welcome. Welcome aboard. If you like thrifting, if you like treasure hunting in the thrift stores or in the bins, if you like flipping for profit online, if you like vintage goodies, consider hitting subscribe down below and ringing that notification bell. We would love to have you along on this journey as we build this community and share our incredible finds as we find them in the thrift store. But without further ado, guys, let's get into it. I can't wait to show you this stuff. Lots of stuff to get through, so let's get into it. So one of the first things I found this week was this gorgeous dress from COS. And if you are not familiar with COS, this is a UK brand. I believe they are owned by the H&M group, but they're much higher end. Their construction is really beautiful. Their fabrication is really beautiful. This is a brand that I personally wear a lot of, and previous to living on the West Coast, I would just have to order online and kind of send things back. But there are a few brick and mortar stores here. But I found this adorable little like navy blue, black, and white dress. It's kind of got like a trapeze shape. It's short sleeve. It's beautifully made. This was probably close to $200 new. That's about where they sit. So I'm not quite sure what I'll get for this. I've only been able to sell a couple COS pieces. I don't find much of it in the thrift. So when I do find it, it's exciting. Unfortunately, it's not my size, but probably $30, maybe $40 on that. Definitely a brand to be on the lookout for. I don't know how much you're going to find of it. It's not a crazy popular brand, but the people who do love COS, it's a well-known like minimalist fashion brand. Like that's kind of what they do. But definitely a brand to keep your eyes out for as you are hunting on the racks. Next up, this was one, oh God, how do I even show this? This was something that I found and I didn't even comp it. Like I had never heard of the brand. I didn't even comp it in store, but something like I just got that kind of spidey sense that this is something that's probably worth something. It's really well made. The knit is nice and soft. So it's two-sided, so it's reversible. And it's this little like cocoon sweater. I will link this down below because this makes a little bit more sense when you see this like hung up or on a mannequin. But the brand is called, where's the tag? The brand is called Boho Swag. And they are known apparently for these kind of cocoon sweaters. This is the tag. Can you see that? It says Boho and then the other side says swag. Like I said, just kind of something in my gut was like, this is something, grab it. And they sell for like $150 new. And on the resale market, I see them going between like $30 and $70, like sold comps. So I'll have to, of course, do a little research into like this particular pattern, but I think that was a great find and definitely a brand to be on the lookout. Another one as you go through on your thrifting trips. Next up was this cute little top, and this really begins the kind of boho bonanza of this trip. This is just a little shirt. It's like a little kind of boho shirt from Love Stitch. Love Stitch is a brand that you see at Nordstrom and Nordstrom Rack, but this was brand new with tags, and I'm always gonna kind of like, yeah, we're gonna roll the dice with it on a brand new with tags thing. It's a size medium. It's got this pretty like inset like ladder stitch situation here. Little blue pattern, you know, maybe 20 bucks on that, maybe 25. Super cute. Next up is this adorable pair of jeans from Pilcrow and the Letterpress. This is an Anthropologie brand, which you may or may not be familiar with. It's the Slim Boyfriend. But look at these adorable knee patches. Isn't that so cute? You know, Pilcrow used to sell for a lot more than it does today, but I couldn't resist this whole situation. And these are like, these feel like they're in perfect condition. There's like no wear whatsoever. No, you know, they have a little bit of stretch to them, and you know how stretched jeans can sometimes have that like little ripple where they've been stretched out or kind of damaged in the wash. I'm not quite sure what I'll get on these. I think if these were just kind of plain jeans, I would maybe be looking at like 20 bucks, but because they have these cute little patches on them, maybe $35. Again, super, super cute. Could not resist those. Next up here, we've got the first of like a lot of Free People that I found this week. Of course, Free People mainline. This is a size extra large, which I don't find all that often. I believe this is a top. And it's this really pretty, like, V-neck, boho, kind of bell sleeve, like baby doll silhouette top. I love this ladder stitch detail. Can you see that? There you go. A little closer on that. There is a name for this. I have found it. It is in my spreadsheet, and I cannot remember it for the life of me. But probably $35 on this. This is just a really cute, very, like, pure boho piece that is flattering and easy to wear and super comfy. Look at that, isn't that cute? And I love these colors. They're very fall, so they work right now. Super cute. So next up, I've got this little hoodie, and this is from Livy Active. And Livy Active is I think it's Lane Bryant's activewear line. This is one of those brands that, for me anyway, doesn't sell for much, but it does tend to sell pretty quickly. It's got some real fans. It's this cute little like pink hoodie, but it's got these little like pearlized dots all over the front. I think that's so cute. And it's this pretty like light periwinkle color. It's like almost pink, almost purple. A little bit of a drop tail. It's a size, I think, yeah, it's a size 22, 24, so it's a great size, and it's in fantastic condition. This isn't necessarily a brand I would recommend paying like a full thrift store price for, but if you find it for $1, if you find it in the bins, give it a try. I mean, it's none of the pieces weigh too much, so if you're paying by the pound, it's not going to cost you a ton. You know, and it should hopefully move very quickly for you as well. Oh, next up, I couldn't resist this cute little jacket. This is from Paige. And Paige is a brand that you see at Nordstrom. I think they sell it at Anthropologie sometimes, but I just thought this little jacket was so stinking cute. It's this like light olive color. It's got these kind of chunky metal zippers on it. See that? Same on the little hip pockets there. It's this really soft kind of tencel blend. So it has a nice drape to it, front patch pockets, and this is in perfect condition. Size small. Wait, I wish it was a size medium or a size large, but size small, I'll take it. Super cute. These retailed for, I think, about $250. And I see resale on these going anywhere between $30 and $75. It's kind of all over the place. So I'm just going to anticipate 30 on that, but I'll take that on a $1 investment all day. Yes, this was a great find. Now, this is a fun story. I used to think that this brand was kind of scammy. They followed me around the internet for a long time, and that is Eberge. And I am here to report, as a many-year now devotee to Everjay pajamas, these are the bomb. These are the best pajamas I have ever purchased. They are not cheap, y'all. They are not cheap, but they last forever. I have a pair, my first pair that I bought, a black long PJ pair. I think I bought it 3 or 4 years ago. It is worn multiple times per week, and it looks like it could be brand spanking new. So if you are in the market for like treating yourself to new pajamas, Eberge. This is the first time I've ever found any pieces in the bins, in the thrift, and it is new with tags. It is an extra small, so it's tiny. I think this color is called Sunshine with an ivory trim. They're very classic styled pajamas. Tencel, they do breathe. They are kind of like a jersey knit, so if that's not your bag for pajamas, not your thing. But they are nice and cooling if you run hot. They keep you nice and warm if you run cool. I can't say enough good things about this. They retail, so for a short set, I think that the retail price, and they usually come in a set, and I looked everywhere for the bottoms to these, and I could not find them. But they typically come in a set, and I think that the short sets are like $126, and I think that the long sets are like $156. do keep an eye out for Black Friday. I will like post any Black Friday links that I find in my video, like when it comes up. But if you hit them for Black Friday, you'll get a good deal. They're the best. But so again, this was probably like $60 solo. So I'll hopefully get 20 or 30 bucks for it. But I was just so excited to find that in the bins because they are the best, the best. I'm a little passionate about my pajamas. Oh, this was a cool find. Okay, blast from the past time, y'all. Who remembers Jam's World? So Jam's World was a brand very popular in the 90s. This is true vintage from the 90s. Like there's a tag inside that says the pattern. These patterns from Jam's World are very collectible. Obviously, if you can find a button-down like Hawaiian shirt from them, that's kind of the best that you can get. But any piece from Jam's World is going to be collectible. This is a size large, little sundress. It's got button front. Look at those cute little buttons. Can you see those? A little ruffle on the bottom. Again, it's a size large, and it's in fantastic condition. If you do find these, number one, they are collectible. If you can figure out the pattern name, you want to use that in your listing. Now, unfortunately, on this one, the tag is pretty faded. Although I'm looking at the camera, and that's looking a little bit better than it has ever looked. So if anybody can decipher that tag, put it in the comments below, because my eyes aren't reading. I think it says Antigua. But I wasn't able to find any other patterns, any other pieces in this pattern. Anyway, y'all, these go for like 70 bucks. They go between like $50 and $70. So that's a find. Definitely a label you want to keep your eyes out for as you're thrifting, because you're starting to see a little bit more of them come in. And you're also starting to see Jam's World work on modern day collabs. So I can only imagine that their value is going to go up as they become more visible to like a new generation. But I remember as a kid, jams were the thing. And, in our family, we were thrifters. We did not have the money to go and buy like the high-end jams. So my mom would make them. We would go to Joann Fabrics. We would pick a Hawaiian fabric and she would make us jam shorts. There are a million pictures of us as kids rocking those shorts. Mine had volcanoes. Next up, I've got a little Angie kimono. This is a brand that people know, people seek out to buy. They're never going to be super high dollar. It's just kind of like a little lyocell, little tencel situation. It's a cute little like turquoise and blue kimono. Again, these are great things for bundles. They don't cost a ton of money. People love them. It's a size large, so it's a good size. And it's in fantastic condition. This does not feel like it's ever been worn. So great find right there. Definitely a brand. If you are trying to build your like bundle business, this is something great to keep your eyes out on. And any kimonos in general. My personal favorite are the burnout velvet kimonos. They just sell really quick and for a great profit. But these are great as well. So this next piece was a piece that just kind of dripped luxury. There are a lot of features about this that felt very high end. The designer is Rebecca Taylor. And is definitely a label to be on the lookout for as you are doing your thrifting. It's this beautiful silk blend kind of shell. As you can see, it's got like a little bit of a V-neck. It's got this pattern to this textile, but look at the edges. I love this. I'm just gonna try to get out of the way so that focuses for you. Do you see the edge on that fabric there? Like that is just such fine detail that you're not going to see in a cheaper piece. So it's got a cute little tie back with a little peekaboo, a little stretch here. This was probably a $250, $300 shirt when it was new. Maybe 30 or 40 bucks for this. I haven't been able to see anything else like this from Rebecca Taylor. So I'm really going to have to like roll the dice. A lot of what we do is like rolling the dice and making a best guess at market value today, so we'll see. But I think 30 or 40 on that because most of her more substantial pieces are going like 40 to 80. So, oh my God. Next up, I got this adorable, another Free People piece. And I just thought this was so cute. I think this is called the Palm Breeze sweater. It's got kind of rolled up sleeves. This is like the definition of a beach sweater, like definition of. It's got the rolled up sleeves. It's got a little ruche on the side here, so it kind of dips in the front and the back. This is a size, I believe a size large. no, a size medium, so a nice oversized cut. I just think this is so cute. I'll probably get, I think there's a lot of these on the market right now, but they're all going for about 40 bucks. I'll estimate probably 30, but I just thought that was such a cool find. Next up, this is a little piece from W88, is from Zara, W88 collection. I don't really know what that is, but if you know, let me know in the comments below. I tried to find something, I couldn't really find it, but it's made in Morocco, and I don't know if it was just because I had a radar out for boho pieces or what, but I just thought that this was a cute little boho piece. It's a size small. I love this little trim on it. I just thought that that was really pretty. It's something very different. It's a short sleeve sweater, very boho style. You know, maybe $20, $25 on that. I just thought that was really cute, and I grabbed that for the style more so than the label. But again, if you do know what that W88 collection is, let me know in the comments. Next up here, this was such a cute piece. This is from a brand called Grade and Gather, which I think is, I'm almost positive this is a boutique brand. That's the tag there. And I feel like I see a lot of it in the bins, but I've never seen anything with this kind of like quality to it. This is a cute little like overall kit, and they're 100% cotton. They're wide legged. Like, look at that bottom. I think this is so stinking cute. It's got like an apron top to it and little smocking on the back, so it'll fit pretty much anybody. This is size small. Again, 100% cotton. So cute. You know, I'm not one to really turn down a good like one-piece moment. Overall sell really well for me. Jumpsuits sell really well for me. Rompers sell really well for me. And I just thought that that was absolutely adorable. Probably 25, 30 bucks, maybe a little bit more on this. But definitely, you know, the quality is really nice, and I always like to kind of call out boutique brands that have really nice quality. So definitely something to keep your eye out for, especially if you find one that's got a style kind of like that. Next up is a pair of Lululemon. Love to find it in the bins. I don't find much Lululemon in the bins. I know there are other people who YouTube their hauls and they are constantly finding Lululemon. I never find it here. I think people are kind of hip to reselling, but this still even has like the tag on it, and it's a size 12. These are some dance studio pants, which I love, and I know that they have kind of a cult following. I need to like do something about the wrinkles here and get it nice and smooth before I photograph it. But I love this color. And the funny thing about Lululemon is the things that sell best for me are either plain black and plain gray or wild colors like this, because they tend to like limit them. They don't make them for all that long, and they are in demand. But these are in fantastic condition. They have like little kind of drawstring ankles, super cute. I think this is the Dance Studio Pant 4. I can never keep them straight. Now, this is a brand that has been recommended to me by a bunch of other resellers that I talk to, and this is Eloquii. And I've seen a couple things, and you know, maybe the quality wasn't what I wanted it to be, but I saw this piece and I thought it was so cute. It is very wrinkly. I need to like get this up and steam it, but it's got this cute little like 2-stage puff sleeve. It's got this V-neck, which is just like flattering on any bust. And then look at the back. It's got 2 ties across with a little, I think this is kind of no, it's not a bubble hem. But I just thought this was super cute, and I thought that this would be like a good piece to kind of test out the brand with. If this is something that sells well for you, let me know in the comments. I would love to know. And you know, I love to know what sells well for everybody. But this, yeah, so it's a size 14, 16. I think their whole shtick is that they make like really great plus size clothing, which I am all about. I just thought that was so cute, and I cannot wait to get that like steamed out and looking great for photos. Next up, we've got a piece here from And Other Stories. This is another brand definitely to be on the lookout for. They sell this at Revolve. It's a super expensive brand, but it's this cute like zebra print. I'm sorry, did I just say zebra? Tiger print skirt. It's a midi skirt. It's got that kind of beautiful cut on the bias, like swoop to it. This is like, I love this. Okay, so first of all, this is a size, I think, 0. So that waist is teeny tiny. But look at the closure on this. Do you see how it slants down? Like the zipper is diagonal. Like when I'm holding this up and you zip it, it runs along a bias, like a bias seam. Can you see that? Isn't that wild? I love that. Details. Their clothing is always made very, very nicely. You know, again, it's an expensive brand, so they have to justify the price, or they should justify the price, but that's a good find and definitely a brand to keep your eyes out for. Next up, we've got a bread and butter J. Jill rib knit long line gray cardigan sweater. I have sold a million of these. They always sell really quickly for me. Not always for the most amount of money, like obviously depending on the fabric content. This one is, I think, 100% cotton. Yeah, cotton viscose. You know, so easily $25 on this. It is a size extra large, which is a great size for J. Jill. You know, it's a brand people know, and it's something that will move quickly. So probably about 25 bucks on this. So this next piece that I found, I'll start this by saying that I rarely find real leather in my bins, in the bins locations that I go to. I don't know if it's just because we're in Southern California and people don't have as much leather. Very possible. But for the most part, if I find something, it's usually like vinyl and it's like disintegrating. But I felt this and I knew that this was real leather. So this sweater is by a company called Taurus. It's wool blend. It's made in Spain. And I just thought that was so beautiful. Like, I know the guy who would wear this sweater. It feels super like rich. I have absolutely no clue what this will go for. I think this was about a 300 euro sweater when it was first sold, and it feels brand new. Like, this doesn't feel like it's ever been worn. Maybe 40 or 50 bucks on this. Not quite sure what I'll get. Like I said, the comps are kind of all over the place, so I'm interested to see what I get on this. Next up, we have another Free People piece. I'm telling you, there were so many Free People pieces today. This is a cute little, this is, I believe, a dress. This is a size extra small. And I've been working on trying to find like what this model or what this style is. If you know it, let me know in the comments. But cute little periwinkle. It's got like lace straps, a little straight across neckline, and it laces up the sides. Like a little peekaboo there. This might even be like a nightie, but it's got a cute little like ruffle edge with a raw hem. Super cute. Again, I think this is an extra small, you know, probably 25 or 30 bucks on that. Now this was kind of a cool find. I don't often pick up Victoria's Secret. I know a lot of people do really well with it, but I also rarely find pieces that I find like worthy of being picked up. But this was an exception. Look at this beautiful little like princess sweater. This is a mohair blend. This is like an open knit, like almost like a crochet lace knit. Now I think that this at one point had little strings here because I think this is a wrap sweater. So maybe I'll attach some ribbons because I just think this is so cute. Or, you know, do you think I should sell this just as is and let somebody be creative with it? It's so pretty and so well made. I have absolutely no clue what that I'll get. 20 bucks, 15, 20 bucks, maybe a little bit less because I did discover that it's missing those strings. I'll have to do a little comping on it, but I just wanted to, even if I can't sell this, I wanted to share it with you because that's just a really cool piece and not anything I would have expected to come out of Victoria's Secret. Next up, I found this piece, and it is by a company called Silk, C-Y-L-K. Let me show you the tag. Now, I couldn't find really anything about this online. I couldn't find comps, but it is 100% silk, and I just thought it was a really cute little mini dress. It's got this kind of fluid print to it. It's got a scoop neck, 100% silk, shell and lining. It feels beautifully made. And it was made in Australia, but you know, it is 100% silk and it's in great shape. So I'm still going to grab it. It's got a really interesting hemline to it. Do you see how it's kind of uneven there? I just thought this was so cute. I think this is something that'll sell just like on style alone. Maybe 25 or 30 bucks. Maybe a little bit more if I can find out a little bit more or find any other sold comps or find its niche, but I just thought that that was a really, really cool find. Up next here, I love the color of this sweater. This is from, I think this brand is called Yellowbird, and it's a brand that you see in Anthropologie. Can you get that? There you go. It literally, like, that's the label. It just says, it's just a yellow bird. But I love this chunky, like, nubby knit. It's got like one kind of cable up the side. It's got kind of extra long sleeves with a little bell on the end. But mostly I grabbed this. It is a medium. Yeah, it's a size medium. But I just love this kind of like spruce color. This is one of my favorite colors for winter because it's like, it's a dark green, but it's got like almost an icy blue undertone to it. Just so pretty. And this is in like perfect condition. You know, probably $25 or $30 on that. Next up, an old faithful for my men. This is Tommy Bahama. It's a cute little polo shirt. I tend to only pull Tommy Bahama when it is silk or silk blend. There's a lot of like cotton Tommy Bahama stuff out there that just doesn't move for me, but anything silk, and this is 100% silk, anything silk moves for me really quickly because my God, this just feels so good. This is just such a beautiful feel of the fabric, but it's got this like little rib to it. Can you kind of see that texture? And I love the color. It's very beachy. It just perfectly worn in. They are amazing shirts. Definitely something to keep your eyes out for, but check the tags. Make sure that they're silk. Probably 25, 30 bucks on that as well. Like I said, these usually go pretty quickly and for a good price. We're actually closing in on the end here, guys. So this feels so light compared to last week. Up next, another Free People piece, this adorable nubby little cropped kind of sweatshirt situation. It's got these beautiful little peasant sleeves, little puff sleeves, a nice kind of wide V-neck, in fantastic condition, size small, and I love this ice blue color. It's just very unusual. You don't see much Free People in that color. Again, probably 25 to 35 bucks on this maybe. Super cute, again, in fantastic condition. Up next, and this is a little kids piece, and I kind of had a good feeling about this one. I may regret it, I may not. Look at this cute little dress. I just thought that the details were really fine on this. It's 100% cotton. Look at those like 3D flowers. This is from a brand called Beetlejuice London. And it says 6X, which I'm going to have to do some research into what size that actually is. But, you know, maybe 20 bucks or so. You know, for kids stuff, I really am only going to pick it up if, number one, it's like in perfect condition. Number two, if I think it's a brand that's going to sell for more than like 20 or 30 bucks. Like, I always know Janie and Jack is always going to sell some of Hannah Anderson's stuff. There are some other brands out there, of course, any kind of like designer brands. But I didn't really know anything about this brand, but I just thought this was super cute. So maybe 20 bucks on this, maybe not. I just thought that was adorable. So next up, I've got another piece from Free People. It's this really beautiful cotton blend cardigan sweater. It's got these little snaps in the front that kind of bring the front together and create kind of a cascade effect with the ruffle. But it's in fantastic shape. It's got kind of inside out seams, which I know I love. They're very like signature Free People. It's it's a long line. It's a size medium. It's a great fall color. I think that that'll sell pretty quickly. You know, maybe 40 bucks on this. I love finding Free People sweaters. They always move really quickly for me. And the last piece here I found was this adorable, this is a gorgeous dress. This is from a brand called Religion, which I had never seen before, but like this felt really well made. It's beautifully lined. That is the tag there. I think this is a brand out of the UK, and their kind of signature is this like dark and moody. It feels a little bit like Alexander McQueenie. It's kind of got that macabre overcast to pretty much everything they make. And it's this beautiful like tiered chiffon V-neck dress. It's a size medium, 1240. And it's got this really cool, you can see it probably a little bit better here. It's this like bleach tie-dye pattern that I thought is just, it's so pretty. Like this feels like a cocktail dress, but it also, you know, it's a cocktail dress with some serious edge. This was probably about 130 pounds new. So I'm not quite sure what they go for on the secondhand market. And I don't know how popular they are here in the States. So I'll make sure that I make this available internationally. But I just thought this was so pretty and I couldn't leave it behind. So maybe, I don't know, 30 or 40 bucks on that. But that is it, guys. That is the haul for today. Again, it's a pretty light one. I didn't spend too much time at the bins. I really needed to catch up on all the stuff that's kind of been piling up as we've had the visitors and as I've been traveling and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But it's still not a bad week. I only spent about $31. There were a couple pieces that I either bought for myself or that, had damage to them when I got them home. So I spent $31, and the MSRP on all of this stuff is probably still around about $3,500, which is incredible. But I'm anticipating somewhere between $700 and $800 in sales on all of these items, with probably a $600 or $700 profit, which leaves my ROI at about 20x. It's not the best I've ever done, but it's still really, really good. So I'm pumped about it. But guys, I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me as I go through my hauls. I think I have so much fun. I hope you have so much fun. I always learn so much from you. Keep sharing all those treasures that you found in the comments below. I love reading about them. But really, from the bottom of my heart, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for giving me an outlet for this section of my life, because I love having a community to kind of feed this to. It makes me so happy. But if you had fun, please consider giving this video a like. It really helps with YouTube and its algorithms. And of course, if you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell. But guys, without further ado, have a fabulous week. Happy hunting, and I will see you on the next one.